hi, it's Miss P once again. Welcome to my fashionable series here, where we discuss on tips and tricks on fashion illustration projects, as well as fashion portfolio in general. And we do have some video tutorials on fashion illustration or CAD-CAM that perhaps will benefit you in such a way preparing your portfolio. So for now and for today, we will be discussing on lookbook. So what is lookbook and what is the difference between lookbook and line sheet? So lookbook basically is a general term referring to a simplified catalog of a brand to showcase that what you have for that particular season. Lookbook normally will project the mood, the vibe, and images of your design collection. Whilst line sheet, the differences is one of it is line sheet is more on the specification on your product. So basically, it's like this. So if you want to say that, hey, look here, I have like 12 sets of design for this collection. So here are they. So those are lookbook. Whilst if you want to and a buyer approach you, say, hey, I'm interested to purchase your product to be manufactured or to be launched by my company. So can I have your line sheets? So you have to give them line sheets. And sometimes your design consists of 3 pieces of garment. So it has the jacket, it has the blouse and the pants, for example. So your line sheets will have to explain those 3 products separately, and that depends on the buyer. Sometimes they just want to buy the jacket and it will be meshed on the different bottom, different skirts maybe. Lookbook, it gives you the whole look, whilst line sheet gives you the specific piece of the garment. So let's have a look on an example of a lookbook produced by students. Now, this lookbook for the students is produced by the students. It is a bit different than an actual lookbook that is produced by a company, because well, as students, they need to produce lookbook that actually give the vibe of their design collections. And sometimes there are some additional features such as design statement or other things like mood board or storyboard inside the lookbook. You don't really have to include that for a lookbook that represent a company, but we'll just have a look at this lookbook. And today I will be comparing in a good way 2 types of lookbook that has different layouts, that has different vibe. So let me share my screen. So as you can see here, so we will be looking at more clear. Yes. So this is a lookbook by Liana. Thank you, Liana Shukur, for letting me use your lookbook as part of our material for today. And we will be criticizing and also analyzing the content of this lookbook. So, it has a very nice, clean layout. And you can see that it is for ready print, sort of, but it is being presented in a slide. So it has a specification for the spine, as you can see here, okay, which is fine because, but perhaps she wants to print this lookbook. Therefore, she arranged it in such a way that it is ready for printed. Okay, so, okay, let's have a look. So the pictures, Liana, lookbook, fashion things. Okay, interesting. She has a picture here, very small, but it's okay. You can omit this part for an actual lookbook, but this is just part of the requirement in the project. So as she put here, who is Liana, that is her. Okay, and her profile, her CV, by the way. You don't have to put that as well in actual lookbook. And here it's more like her journal. It's more like her portfolio, if I may say. Her inspiration is Pepper Plant. So this is something that is very personal. It's about her nostalgia, her memory back in her childhood. Okay, so yeah, this is more like a portfolio, yeah? Design portfolio, so inspiration, Pepper Plant, and a mood board, some design statement. We won't be reading this. If it's a requirement that you can just put it. So, And this is a storytelling of her concept. So again, if you have text, not that it's bad, it's just that you will be having some risk that people just don't read it. So if you're going to print this, that page is going to be a waste, kind of, okay? That's her first design. I think she did a photo impose on this because I think due to time constraints, she didn't manage to do a proper photo shooting. She has some technical drawing, technical layout. So in lookbook, you don't really need to have this. This is more on the line sheets or technical pack. All right, and there you go. These are the things that normally will be included inside a lookbook. So a nice, good photo shooting, a nice, good close-up designs. And she has a second design here. Again, people won't be reading the concept, but if you want to put it, because it's a part of the narrative part of your collection, it's all up to you. Again, if it's a web-based lookbook, it is not a waste of time, it's not a waste of money, it won't affect anything. If people don't read, people just don't read. But if you're going to print this, this is going to be a waste, okay? This is just, it's just in that manner. So the photo shoot is nice. So this is another, I think it's a very nice layout. Okay, the usage of font, it is more than 2, I can see, but it is not that clashing. It doesn't really disturb our eye, maybe because of the white space. The usage of the white space, because it's very, it actually divides and it actually gives some rest to the eye. You can see the usage of white space. White space doesn't have to be white, okay? White space is talking about a space between two objects, things that we need to see. So here clearly we don't want to see the concept, we can ignore it. Just focus on the design over here. Same goes to this page. When we look at this page, remember it's a spread. I'm not so sure if it actually goes in between. Look at, that is the centered line. So if this is going to be a printed version, so you know that the line is, this is a spread. And you need, if you want to do spread, such as this, you need to plan your layout and number of pages, okay? Sometimes I do these small funny things because I'm not that good. I think if you need to have a good, or you need to be trained and you need to have some knowledge on the printing. But what I would do normally, I just like a scrap of papers and I just like try to plan my pages. And I try to make like a small book and I just count which page, if I want to do spread, I will make sure that the layout is proper. So those are the things that you can do. Don't just simply do and then like, I want it to be spread, but then you don't really plan it well, especially when you're doing it on your own, or else you can just hire someone to do it for you. So look at the layout here. So we have a very good, clean sans serif type font here. And it's softened out, and we can look at the details here. If the picture is as strong as this one, I think it's better. So it's close up, because here we can see just a lifestyle shot. Okay, so the detail shot. This one it's supposed to be clearer, but it's kind of small. This is a good shot. Okay, this is actually a better shot, but for some reason this is appealing because of the size. But to me, this is better. It depends on her, okay? And also she includes here her packaging design. So packaging is very important nowadays, that if you're going e-commerce and when people are purchasing your product, I think packaging is one of the highlights when people are more intrigued in looking for the packaging. Sometimes it's the bag that comes with it, or just a box that comes with it. So in this project that they need to put some attention on that. So, well, this is a concept shopping bag and her concept business card. Tagging, because there is a research stating that in the US, that consumers are more attracted to brands that have creative packaging or creative tagging. So the creative part has becoming an important or essential element in promoting your brand or your design. So that's the purpose of this project. So she has the tagging. If she were to produce this design, and you have to put some tag the brand tag over there. So she adds it there. And the invitation card is actually to invite people to come over to your degree show. Okay. Normally or previously, people give you a physical card, but now it comes in a form of social media invitation and even sometimes email. So I don't think so she put it here. So this is the end of her pages. Okay, so it is good to have like perhaps it's not an essential part in the lookbook to put it there, but if it's a project and if it's a requirement that maybe you need to put what is your idea in order to invite audience to come and see your design project or your virtual exhibition. Okay, so that is for Liana. Liana, thank you so much for letting me use your e-portfolio, your e-lookbook here as an example. This is a very nice layout. Very nice, clean layout because of the white space. Basically just because of the white space. So the usage of the white space, then the pictures and all is very effective. Okay, so let's look for at another lookbook. And this is by Iqmal. We have discussed his artwork back in the previous video in the professional portfolio. But yeah, just like, let's compare between these two. So Liana's lookbook is more on her project. I think it's more on the collection. It tells a story about how personal is that story to her of her design collection. And she actually emulates that in her lookbook. Whilst this lookbook, okay, the form is the same, both are digital, but this lookbook talks more on the product. So it's repertoire. So he has all the pictures there, clean shots and his picture as well. So this is actually pages of his lookbook. The first look, is it? Yeah, I think so. I think the first look here, this page, yes. So this is the first page of his first look of his collection. And the second one is this one. I think, if you click at the picture that you can see up close, the pictures that has been, arranged over there. If you click at the other one, it gives like the spread. So that's the name of the model, I believe. Okay, but somehow it connects you to the model as well as the, how to say, and it tells the story about the garment. So this look is more subtle with minimum manipulation. The neckline and sleeves are cut on the bias, which allow the wearer to style and manipulate the garment. So it talks more on the styling and rather than the whole story behind the design. So yeah, this is the third look. So this look is styled by Kate. So fine and clean cutting with broad shoulder decorative trimming is aided. Okay, stud and snap button. So it talks about the details, but he doesn't really explain on the pieces of the garment. But that's fine. So that is what lookbook is all about. And if a buyer wants to buy this design and just want to see, I just want a jacket. So you need to prepare a line sheet for that. So you will have to give them the line sheet that actually explain on your piece of design. So this design consists of three pieces: the blouse, the jacket, as well as the pants. So in this lookbook, it tells you the whole look, but in the line sheet, it tells you about the pieces. So those are the differences. And these two lookbook between Iqmal's and also Liana's, Iqmal's is very ready to wear. It's very straightforward, whilst Liana is more on storytelling and very narrative. So which of these two that actually can relate more to the consumer? I believe Liana's design has more potential on it. Okay, if we put aside the composition, the features inside the lookbook, I think Liana's lookbook is more emotional. It reach out to the emotion part, whilst Iqmal is more on hey, I'm ready for the industry, you know, that kind of different vibe. But Boss also serve as a very good lookbook. It gives you the whole look of the design and gives you the mood of the design. Okay, so I think both lookbooks are actually good lookbooks. So there you go. I would like to say thank you to Iqmal and Liana for letting me use your material as part of our discussion for today. So yeah, that is lookbook. So lookbook is more on pictures, images. You don't have to put the technical drawing or technical specs in your lookbook. Save that part for another, because why? Lookbook you need to give and you need to disseminate or just like promote your product, promote your design collection to buyers, okay? But be careful. If you give away your technical drawing, if you give away the technical specs of your design, you will be having this potential of people copying your design. So that is why we don't give away the technical drawing or the design facts. That's the secret ingredient of your design. So you just need to give them the look to show you, hey, this is my upcoming collection, buy it, you know, that sort of message that you want to give. So I hope this discussion will help you a little bit on establishing your understanding on what is lookbook and what's the difference between lookbook, line sheets, and what's the purpose of it. And if you want to go digital, you can go as much as pages as possible. But if you want to go for printed version, you need to think on how you want to use the pages efficiently, because you don't want people who just like take and store it in the trash or just part of the collection, that's all. So think wisely on how you want to do it. Of course, we think that the digital is better because it is more eco-friendly, but sometimes people just want, you know, tangible things, appreciate things more. So yeah, you can have it in digital, and if you just want to print it, no problem, okay? And of course, the printed version will have to consider a few things, you know, types of paper, so on and so forth. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and don't forget to design your own lookbook. See you again.